Hi everyone and welcome to Whispers from the Dark, the show about everything the darkness. My name is Royce, also known as Duckness from the Topcow message boards, and I am a darkness fanatic. I'm here to share with you reviews and art from the darkness, and let's get started. Okay, we start today with new acquisitions. There's a lot of cool things that have been coming out for the darkness lately. First of all, I have Volume 2 of the Darkness Compendium. It's really cool. It contains all of Volume 2 and Volume 3 up to issue number 88. Also in here are the one-shots Lobrock's Hand, Shadows and Flame, and Butcher. So those are all great stories. It's a great volume, great way to just, read through everything, without having to pull out, individual issues. Also, that came out recently is the hardcover for Artifacts. Let's see, am I doing this right? There we go. Really great book. I love the oversized nature of this. I'd love it if they did all of the old Darkness books this way. And it matches perfectly with the Firstborn hardcover. It comes with, do a quick unboxing for you. It's not really what this was about, that's alright. Comes with very nice dust cover, which is a blown up version of the artwork on the slipcase. And the book itself has artwork by Dale Keown. And of course the inside of the sleeve has a little, poster, black and white. And also comes with an extra bonus poster. Here we go. And this is going to be your chart of the artifact bearers. Give you a little preview there. So anyway, pick this up. It's definitely worthwhile. Very, very cool. Glad to have it. Also new from Topcow. Well, it's not new from them. It's just new for me because I never got one before. Is a Darkness skate deck. Ta-da! Mine has a couple, scuffs in it up here, but it is also autographed by Mark Silvestri, so, this will be going up on a wall somewhere eventually. I have plans. I will show you. Currently, we did a little recap of the current issue or the current run of the Darkness that David Hine and Jeremy Hahn are doing. But the Darkness has also actually been showing up in other Topcow titles, most recently Witchblade. You've got to admit that in Tim Seeley's run, one of the things that's really great is that he's been incorporating little bits of the Darkness into the series, just to keep that connection going between Sarah Pazzini and Jackie Estacado. I love how in the first story arc, Sarah was calling Jackie for help, and he was kind of ignoring her. He's trying to distance himself, and it shows. But now we're in our second major arc, and there's still just little tiny, connections between Jackie and Sarah, and it's just fun to see where they're going with it. I have a feeling that maybe within a year it's going to lead into something bigger, a reunion of sorts, and that's going to be something to watch. So anyway, let's talk about briefly about the new Witchblade issue. The current Witchblade storyline had Sarah Pazzini actually going to the land of Fairy, following a suspect. And she found former Witchblade bearer there, the medieval Witchblade from back in the day. And at the end of the issue, spoiler alert, we find out that the guy she was tailing was an agent of Jackie's who was sent to keep an eye on her. Always fun to hear more about the Darkness in the Witchblade run. Okay, time for our review for the day. Today we're talking about the Darkness number 1/2. Here it is. This is the cover I told you about that had Jackie Estacado. This is the promo poster that I bought right off the wall. As you can tell, my copy is autographed by Mark Silvestri, Bat, David Wohl, Steve Furco, and Victor Yamas. Also comes with a certificate of authenticity as a Wizard limited edition. In addition to this cover, we have the Christmas cover, also signed by the same people and with a certificate. And then they reprinted this later on in a couple ways. There's this 1/2 cover, and they did this one, which they entitled The Darkness Prelude. And there is also a Darkness Prelude Gold Edition. So anyway, let's talk about the book. The Darkness 1/2 is actually more about the Angelus than the Darkness. It introduces her as the villain, and she basically wants to, go after the Darkness before he really understands how his powers work and poses much of a threat. The one problem I have with the issue is it really doesn't work with the rest of the series. I consider it out of continuity. Reason being is, first of all, they claim in this issue that the Angelus and all of the other women that are in this issue, they're actually created by the Darkness as, his own personal, harem, basically. And, while that's an interesting idea, it's not what has been established at this point in continuity. Also problematic is the timing. When trying to fit this issue in with the first story arc, which it clearly is supposed to do, it just chronologically doesn't work. I don't want to spoil too much about the first issue yet, so I don't want to say too much, but it's a fun issue for what it is, but it's not to be taken, I don't think, in continuity. The artwork in the issues by Mark Silvestri and Billy Tan. I think both do a good job, but there is a bit of a difference in quality just because Mark Silvestri had so much experience at this point. Either way, there were a lot of cool shots, and art-wise, it was a lot of fun. My favorite image in this issue is this one by Mark Silvestri. The image was previously shown in the preview issue in black and white pencils, and it's just a really cool image. First time we ever saw the Darkness with wings. We don't really know what his powers are yet, so it's a cool image and it's a lot of fun. So today, for my original art of the day, I want to highlight a friend of mine. I met this guy way back when. We became friends actually through the Topcow message boards, and we really hit it off. We've been friends ever since. His name is Claudio Sepulveda. He's a really great artist, has a couple small things published, really been working on a creator-owned thing that he's really shopping around and trying to find a buyer for. He's such a great artist, and let me show you some of his artwork. So this is the first piece that Claudio made for me. He did it, just because we're friends and he was being cool. And, I was just blown away by all the detail. And, it's a big piece. It's bigger than 11 by 17. And later on, I tried coloring it, which I'm going to show you right now. I thought it turned out really good. It's one of the better pieces I ever did. It's kind of like the Darkness coming out of his own pit while the Angelus is coming out of her little, plate of light or whatever. I thought it turned out great, and it was a lot of fun to do, and, I think Claudio is so talented. Later, he did a contest with a couple of his other buddies to see who could do the coolest Darkness, and as his buddy, who, is the big Darkness fan, of course, when he was done, he gifted it to me. So this was it. And he totally went apeshit. I mean, he did a great job. So, thank you again, Claudio. Okay, everybody. Well, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure you check out Claudio's website. He's a great artist, and I hope you check him out. Also, don't forget to check out Doughnuts Topcow. I recorded a podcast with them today, which you should be seeing very soon. And that's it. Next week, we're going to do Darkness #1. See you then. Darkness signing out. Stay dark.